All right, all right, all right. Welcome to some Dapper Cat Gaming here. We are going to be doing tips and tricks for today's video. The tips and tricks are going to be just whatever I think of that I have found for early game, mid game, and late game. Okay. Obviously, late game we don't know as this game is in early access. Now, the goal of this video is just kind of help people out. I haven't seen any videos, so I figured I'd put one out on, we're going to call it 10, maybe 11 of my original thinking here on, again, early game, mid game, and late game. So if you like this, hit like, subscribe, all the good fun stuff. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, all right. So first and foremost, what we're going to talk about is we're going to be talking about backup systems, right? The way you save this game, there are two ways, by the way. The first one is going to be the backup system on the wall in front of us. Secondly, they're going to be inside these buildings. That is the Lazarus building. We got one on the roof. We've got one over on that side somewhere. We have one over on that side on the main floor. So this building has three, but they are equally important. Okay, this is a heal station. Typically, we heal first, then we go over and we perform a backup. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it is important to back up because the more and more deeper into the game you get, guess what? The game's going to start to crash a little bit. I had 4 crashes yesterday in a 10-hour, 8-hour gaming session, close to 10 hours. Minus the pausing. But anyways, it's very, very important that you back up your system because I lost a lot of gameplay. 2 of the 4 crashes yesterday, I did not save. All right. Now, there is an auto save feature in the game. You can see it is there. You can turn it. You can adjust the time. I got mine set at 15 minutes for right now. Okay. That when it auto saves, you'll get a little bit of lag. I don't have a very high-end computer, but mine does good, does decent. And this game kind of pushes it sometimes. I'll hear it screaming a couple of times at me. But there's just a lot going on. You know, they do a really good job with the graphics in this game. So let's go ahead and let's back up real quick. I have multiple different files that I'm backing up. Now we know it's complete. One time I backed up. While I was backing up, it crashed, and it did not save the backup. All right, yeah, it was not cool. All right, tip number 2, collect all the resources that you can, especially early game resources. The very first building that you spawn in, go through. Once you get the dismantling tool, start dismantling. Don't leave that building until you're set, okay? There are resources everywhere. Everywhere. Some you pick up, some of them you get from dismantling things. All right, so it is going to be very, very important for you to remember that resources matter. This is my iron. This is going, I have other things in there as well, I just noticed. This is going to be my copper, polyurethane, glass, fabric, rubber, aluminum, I don't remember, plastic, and then this back one over there, silicon. Over here, I have gold. I have that much gold right there, and then I have more gold right there. Get lots of gold. Over here, these are going to be more what I would consider mid-game, in-game. So we got titanium, carbon fiber. Yeah. Titanium, carbon fiber, plasma gel, neutronium. I'll show you later where you get neutronium and the plasma gel. Okay, these are really in-game. Those two specifically are in-game, or at least what I'm going to say in-game. I have some ammo, some grenades, more ammo. I have more ammo, a sniper rifle, 2 grenades. I have just some spare stuff sitting around over here. Yeah, just various things strewed all about, right? Yeah, take that out. I just saw I need to put that in here. Yep, it fits. Okay, we're good to go. These right here, just things that you can find out in the world. No big deal. Let's see. All right, all right, all right. Let's grab some ammo. And I think this is probably, yeah, the resources are just resources. So again, just capture them, collect them, get as many as you can, set up your boat however you want. I've seen some cool videos out there. So yeah, you'll just check out a video. You can see how to set your boat up. All right. There's a lot moving parts. All right. Tip number 3. There are secrets. Secrets everywhere. Whether it be ductwork, whether it be holes in walls, whether it be something above you, something below you, underwater. There are secrets everywhere. For example, on top of the Lazarus building, there is the secret hole in the floor right here. It's covered with metal originally. You can dismantle that metal and expose the hole. Now, I have found similar holes in some of the POIs, points of interest on the map. Pretty interesting. That they did this. I like it when they do things like this. Secrets, by the way, are going to have something in them. That they're going to have something that you're going to need, and that's going to be memories. Okay, memories. Not all your secret locations will have them. You'll find memories in a lot of places, but they're kind of hidden off the main beaten path, right? And memories are going to be important for us to talk about. Now, there are also broken robots in these secret areas. So tip number 4 is collect all your memories, right? You can see the different various types of memories. This is a bowling pin. It is a poor quality. Okay, so underneath there is going to be various different types. All right, now you got uncommon, you're going to have rare. All of these memories are what you're going to use, by the way, in the creation of humans. All right, inside the creation of humans is really the only place that I've found for you to use these right now. But they each have different skill sets about them. All right. These skill sets, this is where you go in, and there's no power right now, but if it was on and I had a seed in there, then you would see as you develop the human, before you start developing the human, you can say what it want it to be. Do I want it to be a laboratory worker, a scientist, a roamer, a maintenance person? You're kind of building different skill sets and traits. My first human that I created was literally fly by the seat of my pants, and dude was like 48 centimeters tall, and like it was weird. It was very interesting. Average, I think his lifespan was like 30. So in here, these are the things that you're going to put into the human, right? They're going to be created from these. You get all of this from those organics that the dead things around the shark, the little vampiric eels, the what else? There's several things that drop this biomatter, and you pick it up and you go over to the recycler. It makes it into omega-3s, it makes it into things, and then you come over to the food processor, and then you create the characteristics that you want to put into the human. Each human will have different skill set traits that they need, and then you're just trying to do the math to get them to match up to it. Okay. Now, tip number 5. Tip number 5. Don't worry with the turbines. All right. The turbines, they require maintenance all the time. Oh my God, it is so crazy. Right now in the game, they expire or deteriorate very quickly. One full day, okay? One full day. Rising, up, and setting. That's one full day. You're going to lose about 10%. So it requires a lot of maintenance on these things. And when you're gone, when you're away from it, it's not 10%, by the way. It's a number less than. I don't know what it is. But when you're right here beside it or at the base or at the POI, it's 10%. Use solar. Solar does not require, it doesn't require you to do anything for the solar, but these turbines, you can see they various things that happen. Now, under dismantling, the more deteriorated it becomes, the worse materials you get back. All right. So I understand that with my solar, they're lined up too close. They're not really maximized. I'm okay with that. My output, my demand is not enough right now to really matter, just because the way I have my system set up. So, yeah, I mean, look how far I've got to go back, right? So for me to run up here, repair, go down, and it just, I don't know. It's just a lot of grindy work, if you ask me, and I'm just not into that. I'm not down for that, right? And that's okay. I don't have to be down for it, right? It's all good. So yeah, that was tip number 5 right there. Is don't mess with the turbines, all right? Even out on the POIs, use solar panels. Use solar panels. It is going to be very, very important for you to remember that. And here's another one of those little heal stations. All right, next up. Tip number 6. Tip number 6. This is another important one. Okay, tip number 6. Base of operations. This is my Lazarus base of operations. You can see all the different stuff that I got going on here. I got my recycler. I got my fabricator. I've got everything that I need right here. I've got some storage chests because, again, resources, iron, copper, various items, and more in-game various items. Food processor. We'll talk more about this in just a second. But I've got a food processor, right? This is the Lazarus complex. All of those machines are already there. You do have to repair them, by the way. One of the missing items that I needed was the carbon fiber and the titanium. So interesting thing to point out. But your base of operations can be on the boat, right? It could be, you can set up on the boat. You can set up in different locations, right? Those right there, this is the only place you're going to see a map, by the way. This is it. There is nowhere else to see a map. So you don't have it on you. You literally have to come to the boat, or you got to go to the little towers. Those little towers that I'm highlighting. Lazarus has one on top of the building. But once you activate that radar, you can disconnect the power. It doesn't have to stay energized. You can collect those resources back. All right. Now, it's very important to note some of this because, again, you're going to be moving around a lot. And this is the name of the game, right? It's to go explore, go uncover, go find, go do, go get the things that you want to get, make the things happen that you need and want to make happen. So have base of operations. I have oil up at the oil place up in the top left, right there. I have my oil right there. That's the only place on the map you can get oil right now. Okay, right there. So it's going to be important that you have a trade route, or that you're not really trading. You have to go do it yourself. But you got to get that oil. Then you got to take it back. You got to turn that oil into fuel, diesel, if you want to. You can just use bio if you want to. That is going to be a seed vault. There's like eight or 9 seeds in there. Lazarus, and then all the way down in the bottom right-hand corner is where you launch them into space. All right, so right there is the Exodus station, and that's going to be important as well. Okay. So please pay attention. Pay attention to the map. Pay attention to where you want to set up resources. Just because it says it's a fueling station does not mean it's got fuel, by the way. And once you deplete that fuel, it's gone forever. It doesn't magically build back up over time. All right. Setup matters. Okay, so tip number 7. Setup does matter. How you set things up, the in, the out. I don't like my cables to cross over. I don't like them to have clipping. Maybe it's an OCD, maybe anal retentive. I don't know. Either way, I like mine to look somewhat uniform. All right. So, in this scenario, I have the oil, I have my diesel, I have my petrol, gasoline. Petrol, not used very much. These oil tanks, they go in, they fill up the distillation. Inside the distillation, we create diesel. Diesel and petrol. You're also going to get some plastic, that it creates plastics. Not a lot, but you're going to create plastics as well. I have 4 batteries that are going to be powering this up. The sun sets over there. So solar wouldn't work here, so I had to put my solar up on the roof. And yeah, good times. Nice little Sharky out there. I see you, Sharky. So let's see. Yep, diesel, oil. I also have oil tanks on my boat, by the way, so I can grab the oil from the oil platform, bring it down. The diesel goes there. The petrol comes here. If you're not sure where things go in and out, if you hover over the socket, it tells you. That's the oil inlet. Then there was the electric, and then the petrol, and then the diesel. But again, if you hover over it, it will tell you, it'll show you what it's doing or what hooks up to it. I had a problem with that with the water filtration. There's my oil tanks up in the front of the boat up there. I only got 2 on there right now. Not a big deal. I do want to get some more. Yeah. So also, by the way, you don't have to repair these unless they get damaged, right? Some of these, and what damages them are those little vampiric things, bugs, the enemy. They'll come along at night and they'll damage them, and then you've got to repair it. But other than that, these things don't break down over time. It's kind of cool. Even the batteries, they don't break down. Solar panels, they don't break down. Although unless something hits it or attacks it, then it's got to be repaired. So yeah, just my little setup, and I'm still building here, so this is all new. I've got about 3 hours of gameplay in this one right here, getting all this little setup built, and that's just because of how I had to do everything. I still don't have the power hooked up to it. I've got to get my power hooked up to it as well. All right. Tip number 8. Tip number 8 is going to be that your boat can operate on both or one or the other. Electric. The blue is the electric. The yellow is the diesel. Now, there is a way you can turn it on and off. It is off, on. You'll see right above the red light. It's off right there. On. It's green. Okay? Now, over here, batteries. I have the top tier on the batteries right now, the super boosters or whatever they're called. So with the super booster enacted, your boat, if I just went on just the electric, I would go about 22 kilometers. I don't know, it's per hour. I don't know how they measure it, but it's 22, right? So when I'm captaining the boat, it's 22 with the wind on my back and me rolling with the waves, not in rough seas, 22 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now that is again with it maxed out. On the diesel I can get about, with the wind on my back, same scenario with diesel and batteries, about 55 kilometers per hour. You're moving pretty quickly, by the way, at that time. But that's with the wind on your back, and that's not rough waters. That's rolling with the waves. They did a good job with the mechanics, by the way. Really good job with the mechanics of how your ship interacts with the waves, the weather, the wind in your face, the wind on your back. You will use more diesel. Oh, by the way, if you get somewhere and you're running out of diesel, you're like, oh man, just turn it off. Just to hop down, turn it off. Same thing with the batteries. Turn them off, turn them on. Your boat can operate on either or both, right? Yeah, kind of an interesting little scenario, okay? Just keep that in mind. All right, tip number 9, food processor. The food processor is very important for mid to late game because you're creating humans. You have to create the stuff that goes into the human. I imagine there's probably hundreds of different scenarios that you could come up with. It's all based on how much you put in and what you put in. If it's going to be high fat, if it's going to be an immune, if it's going to be muscle, mind, endura growth, it matters. Now, that machine, the food processor, it sucks water. Okay, you can see I've got the pumps. The pumps down there were built with the building. The purifier right there, that one came with the building. You do have to repair it. I did build another one, and then I bring the power down, and then I bring the purified water up, and I have 3 holding tanks. This is where the purified water comes up. Each holding tank holds 2,000 liters, so I have 6,000 liters. Because, again, you need water, purified water, to create those ingredients for the humans and those little chambers, whatever you want to call them, right? And the machine here. Each one of these incubators, they take water while you're growing the human. Make sure you got enough water. If you run out and the machine stops working, you could lose the human. It could die. I don't know how many seeds are in the game, human seeds. I've only found so far 8 or 9, and I've already created 3 humans. Okay. Again, I don't know if that's mid-game. I don't know if that's late game. All right. I just don't know at this point, but that's okay. I have batteries to make sure that I have enough power to feed so I don't lose a human. My first human, by the way. Yeah, that was a joke. I didn't know what I was doing. I made like a 48 centimeter tall human. Yeah, that's okay. You learn. Again, there's lots of different variations that you can work with. Having everything up here, power, water, everything that you need. I don't operate off my boat, by the way. I operate in here 90% of the time just because. All right, again, the food processor, it does take too much if you ask me. But that's okay. Look, I don't want the game to be easy. I want it to be challenging. I want it to be fun. So that's why I'm making these tips and tricks for other people to pick up and to be able to, maximize your efforts as well, right? Because there's a lot the game doesn't tell you, which is fun. I like that. Figure it out. I wish there was puzzles. Puzzles would be the one thing I think the game really, really, could have, need. All right. Tip number 10. Poach sharks. Poach sharks. You see them at nighttime. They're very easy to see. All right. They got the glow on them. You can see them. If you hit them with your boat, no worries, man. You're all good. It won't damage your boat. All right. Yeah. If you attack the shark from your boat, it will come after you. Okay. It will attack you. So let's get some ammo here. I'm going to show you how many bullets it takes to actually kill one of these things. It varies on your bullets and where you hit it, I think, because I've done it for as fast as 120. Let's get his attention. My bullets are ricocheting and hitting my oil drum, I think. These bullets ricochet. All right. He's still coming after me. Let's get him. It does have a little bit of recoil, which is cool. You can see how he's attacking this. That would be your boat. That would be your boat. And he's gone. So on average, 120 bullets. All right, so make sure you've got enough. Sniper rifle operates different. The electric charge operates different. I'm just using the regular, the regular one. Now, harvesting him. Do this in calm waters because he's floating, he's moving. You'll start grinding, dismantling, and then you lose it. Grind, and come on, and come on. Oh, lost it. Try again. Oh my gosh, lost it. Try and get a better spot here. All right, this might work. We kind of got up in on him. Yeah, there's only certain spots you can get in on him. Come on, and bingo. All right, initially you grab a bunch of stuff, but then there's other stuff in the water. Don't leave. Don't leave very fast because you will lose stuff. And some of this stuff is very important, by the way. Continue to grab. Oh, there's some more. Let's get that. More. Let's check this thing. It's in my way. It's empty. It's been empty now for a couple of days, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. But, yeah, I wish it would disappear or whatever. All right. So, poaching those sharks is important, and the reason... Okay, make sure we got everything. The reason why... Just looking real quick before All right, we'll go downstairs. I'll show you real quick. Repair. All right, he didn't hit the boat. We're good. All right, put in, it's those first two items right there, the Ultra Tech Scrap. That right there, guys, is where you get those neutroniums and the plasma gel. Those are the important things that you need, okay? Very, very important for, again, end game, all right? High-tech scraps, that's what's going to give you your carbon fiber, your titanium. I'll show you real quick. It's going to be loud. I apologize. Let's go ahead and put some stuff away. All right, I just went ahead and canceled it. All right, there's my plasma gel, my neutronium, my titanium, and my carbon fiber. Again, all of that is going to be what I call mid-late game. All right, you go through that stuff a lot. Not a lot. The titanium, yes, and if you want to make sniper bullets, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes the sniper bullets. The titanium does. All right, look at the skill tree real quick. Just making sure those little canisters. All right, now, bonus tip. Tip number 11 is going to be organic, bioorganic. There's bio waste. There's seaweed. There's animal fat. Yeah, bioflesh, not animal fat. Bioflesh. We got that off the shark, by the way. The shark gives you the bioflesh. Now, that bioflesh is used to make the top tier, very rare ingredients to create humans. All right, so it's very, very important to remember. That's bioorganic. That one's omega-3 carbohydrates. So each thing that you get, or each of those organics that you get and you put in, can be used in various ways. For example, I put a lot of the bioorganics right inside here. This creates my fuel. It's going to be loud. Let's step out. So that right there is a diesel generator. So I hooked it up. I got the water on the left side, the fuel on the right. It seemed to fit. And I got a reservoir holding tank that holds 2,000 liters. Again, it works. It works for me anyways. I like this setup. I think it's, I don't know, really good. There's my two oil tanks right there, oil drums, if you will. I can load them up. All right, but this is a tips and tricks video. I'll do a video showing you all my layout of stuff at a later time. The boat produces can only hold 6 kilowatt, and I got that with 2 solar panels, and I stay pretty full. I don't run a lot on just electric. I kind of bounce between. If I'm going through storms, I turn my diesel on. If it's calm waters, I turn the diesel off. Yeah, just a lot of different various things going on here in the game. The game is fun. I feel like these 11 tips and tricks, I don't know, could be useful. So y'all have a good one. Thank you if you made it to the end of watching this video. I think also what I'm going to do is show you the roadmap. There is a roadmap that the developer has put out. I need to repair this. There's a roadmap. I will try and put the roadmap here at the end of the video just to kind of show you, making sure this one's not damaged before we get out of here. And of course the weather. Oh my God, the weather. It always... That should be like tip 12. That should be like bonus tip. It's always raining. Always raining. So my solar panels that are all the way up on the top of Lazarus building, that was fun. Running that down the side of the building was really fun. But yeah, just like, oh, goodness gracious, man. The rain, it rains a lot. So you're like, why solar? Well, it works for me, right? Again, I'd have to be going around constantly repairing wind turbines. I pulled up to a POI that I was at earlier in the game. I went back to it, and it was dead, no power. I put a battery. I put one solar and one battery at every POI. Haven't had a problem yet. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave this little roadmap here for you guys to see what's coming up in the game, right? So, yeah, you can kind of see this. They do have updates coming. Again, we're in early access. All right, guys. Thank you for making it to the end. Hit like, subscribe, all the good fun stuff. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.